Hello everybody and welcome back to Victoria, where I don't recall this being here at the end of last episode. Was it there? I mean, I want to enact multiculturalism. I've wanted to enact multiculturalism for a long time. We're gonna do that. We've got this revolution for national militia, but I don't think that's actually going anywhere. But actually, I want to check in real quick here on the last video. Was that there? I don't recall it being there. Let's see what we've got here. Let me see. Yeah, it is there. I just didn't notice. Okay, phenomenal. So we're very happy to enact multiculturalism. That's one of our big problems right now. Of course, we're currently embroiled in this rather large war, and we need to work our way through it. So we're on speed 1. Let's move that guy right on up to speed 4. Phenomenal. And we'll see what ends up happening with this revolution, but with them only having 50, I don't think that's going to be a problem. Oil has been discovered in Shandong, and we should definitely construct there. There's also some that we can build in Mosul. Okay, that's fine, but none of that is in Shandong. Okay, well, I guess that's not actually territory that we control. Sure. That's fine for now. We're going to continue carving our way through this area. We do have forces on the way over here. Okay. We definitely need to push our way through this, right? No doubt about that. Prussia is embargoing us. We have forces on the way over this direction. We've pushed France out of their war that they were doing with us. We've won that one already. Keep in mind, we've not activated conscripts. This is all without activating conscripts. Did we finish up all of those electric companies? No, not electric companies. Electrics. Electric... I'm forgetting the name of them. Okay. What is it? What are they called? Electrics Industries. We did finish them, correct? Correct. We should, at this point, consider swapping our... Where are we at? Government administration down to telephone switchboards. There we go. That's probably going to create some issues for now. There is a telephone's goods inputs shortage. We'll keep an eye on that. Iron as well? Okay, we'll definitely keep an eye on this. So for now, this is okay. Telephones are likely going to be ramping up their production. I'm guessing that we just don't have a lot of employment here because we didn't have demand for telephones, right? Yeah, that's what's happening. So that'll ramp up over time. I'm not too concerned about that. The Khuzestan pipeline. Sure, this is just free. Why not? Well, there's actually a battle happening over here. I mean, we're winning it. We're defending against Russia over here. That's fine. So that is absolutely wonderful. Two Sicilies sided with Spain. We don't care about that. We're not involved in that. And Russia just bailed. Russia just bailed on this one. They lost the one attack, and they're like, you know what? We're good. Cool. So that means that we're going to cruise through the rest of this with basically no contest. Russia was the only one in this who was at all threatening to us, and they're not all that threatening, to be honest. We're now able to drop below 0 on war support, so we want to definitely press all of these war goals. We want to take all of these areas. They have 25 reasons to not accept this and 308 reasons for the Sikh Empire. But that's okay. We're going to press through this very, very swiftly at this point, and this is going to be very under control. Actually, our revolution appears to have gone away. We have an advance for multiculturalism. That's phenomenal. Vast sums of money flowing into politics brings that up to 44%. We're very pleased about that. This is broken out into a lot of different fronts, which is good. We want this broken into more fronts at this point. We have a lot of troops raised, more than we probably need. I'm going to start demobilizing some of these. So I'm going to demobilize basically everyone here. If we can get up over this way. There we go. We're going to demobilize you. We're going to demobilize you. Couple more here that we want to demobilize for sure. You were already demobilized. Okay. Going to demobilize you and you. I'm going to leave this one strength unit here, but we're going to move you over to actually advancing. Okay, there's only one unit here, one unit here. I feel like we don't need 200 here. So I'm going to demobilize this guy, except we actually can't because he's engaged in a battle. So we'll demobilize this guy instead. Cool. The rest of these are acceptable for now. So how much are we spending on additional expenses? 250K? Noted. Cool. Telephone price is indeed coming down, as expected. Oh, and I just remembered, we're still on low military wages. We did all that on low military wages. Okay. We're kinda strong. So now, obviously, we don't need this much here. I'm going to demobilize this guy. I'm going to demobilize this guy. I'm going to demobilize this guy. I'm just going to keep saying that, I guess. You've not actually been mobilized long enough. So we can demobilize him. We can demobilize him. And we can demobilize him. Beautiful. So we're just going to leave this unit here. That should still be more than enough. 442K. I like it. That looks absolutely great. We'll have no problem with this. So that's going to be decaying over a decent amount of time, to be sure, but we're going to push through the Sikh Empire here, and that's Afghanistan definitely under our control. Now, one thing I want to do is I want to reset production methods here. We don't want to reset these production methods, but we'll do that for now. And the next thing that we definitely want to do is incorporate these states. There we go. But beyond that, the biggest thing that I want to do is I want to build a lot, and I mean a lot, of opium plantations wherever we can. We're going to max out our opium production in Afghanistan. We need all the opium we can get our hands on. So that'll be great. There we go. So those are maxed out now. It will take some time to build that, but that's okay. We're still building all these coal mines after all. So we have no problem with that at all. We're, of course, going to make more opium plantations in the Sikh Empire. Once that stops being the Sikh Empire and starts, you know, being Britain, which will be very soon. They're willing to accept this, but we can't propose it. We'll just have to wait for them to capitulate, which they will very shortly. So that's great. Are we below pariah status yet? Not yet. We're still working on it. And there's the Sikh Empire capitulation. Beautiful. So conveyors have been unlocked. We'll get to that in a moment. Now I want to hop into state actions. We'll reset these production methods. And then I want to make more opium plantations in Kashmir. Beautiful. So with that all underway, we have a free government reform. Can we get a better government than what we have? No. But 80 is a plenty legitimate government. I'm fine with that. I do want to grab, I think, automatic bottle blowers or plastics. Actually, plastics is probably not bad here. So we'll do that, and then we'll hop into our buildings here. We know we have assembly lines that we can hop over to a lot of these. So that's going to use up some oil, which is good. We want to use oil here. Electrics industries, we should move down to publicly traded as well. Munitions plants to assembly line. I don't think there's any assembly lines to be done in the rural areas. That would be kind of strange. Yeah. Ports we can definitely put on modern port, which we will do. And there we go. Let's proceed here. Multiculturalism gets another advance here. Okay. Well, let's just commend them for their good work. It's up to 49%. It's very likely to pass. So that looks phenomenal. At this point, of course, we need to let our infamy drop. There's no doubt about that, but we've got a good amount of opium production now. So I'm very pleased about that. Spain is definitely having issues. The Paris Commune. And they have a truce with France. So Paris has successfully seceded from France. Well, that's interesting. I'm not sure exactly how that one happened, but wonderful. We're also going to, of course, want to build what iron mines we can in eastern Afghanistan. And coal mines. in Afghanistan and Kashmir. So we want to get all this queued up. Yes, it's going to be low construction efficiency in these locations, but the construction efficiency will be improving over time. And I'm not too concerned about that. So we also have access to some logging camps. Okay, we'll definitely build those. And there we go. Cool. That's everything queued up that we want queued up for the moment. Although telephones, electricity, and oil are all currently considered expensive. Okay. Can we get any... Okay, there's a... We'll deal with them. Can we get any additional oil production via tech? Or are we as good as we get there? We're as good as we get there. Okay. So that's fine. We've got this problem over here. I'm just going to send, like, Bartholomew Leslie out over here. And I guess we'll send Herbert Kitchener as well. If we can reach this. I don't think we can actually reach this. Interesting. This front appears to be unreachable for us. Yep. Well, we'll just head on over there. No big deal. We do have a pretty big deficit that we're sitting on right now, and we probably want to bump up our taxation level here. We're still running a deficit, even on maximum taxation for the moment. Okay, now we're not. Now we're paying this down. That's fine. We'll definitely work on that. Checking in on this, yeah, we still have some expenses from our early demobilizations, although those are going to be gone very, very soon. So that's fine for now. Let's see about multiculturalism here. Hopefully it progresses to study here. 51% chance. Hey, there we go. Fantastic. So with us making money and paying down our debt, this is absolutely fine for right now. We know we're putting a lot of money into our construction goods at this moment. And I would like to deal with electricity and iron issues. And we also have Tajik secession. Okay. That would be Western Afghanistan. We literally just conquered them. I'm actually surprised that they're able to secede this quickly. Like, yeah, they have high turmoil, but I'm actually surprised that they're able to do that. Like, we just conquered them moments ago. We can do a violent suppression out over here, but we have guaranteed liberties enacted, so we actually can't do that. I suppose we could promote national values here. They don't have any assimilating pops. Yeah, I'm actually surprised that they can secede this quickly. Not that it's, you know, threatening to us. I'm just surprised. Spain claims Basque Congo. I wish you luck in that, Spain. What exactly is going on over here? Oh, Spain is dealing with an uprising. I'm fine with that. People are stopping embargoing us. That's great. We've dropped below pariah status, so that's fine. Radical Ionians again. These guys just keep doing this. They just don't learn. Okay. Well, we're just going to dispatch, say, Michael Grosvenor out over here, if we can actually get rid of these so we can see him. There we go. We'll mobilize him, and off we go. We'll see if anybody joins that this time. Last time France did. I wish them luck in that if they try to. Prussia sided with the Austrian liberal revolt, but we don't care about that, really. So we're going to have this battle out here break out. We're, of course, going to conquer them very quickly. Scandinavia siding with Austria. This Tajik secession is definitely slightly sad that they're doing this quickly. But there's only a 43% risk of Western Afghanistan. I don't know. That's strange. Welcome their support. So we're going to have a secession here, but I'm not sure what's actually going to secede. There's a 43% chance of Western Afghanistan seceding. And that's the only state. So they're at 100% chance. There's a Mysorean proletarian revolt diplomatic play. I mean, that's not shocking. Okay, there's the Afghan uprising. So that is relatively expected. It is unfortunate that they did that, but we'll have this wrapped up pretty quickly. No real problem here. Gold fields have been depleted. That's to be expected. So the question then becomes, do we want to send another force out over here? I'll send Robert Muir out over this way, but that's the only one that we'll send. Okay, so this is going to be breaking out, but we'll be done here very, very soon. Yeah, this isn't a real problem. So these guys capitulated, and we're heading down this direction. Yes, I want these guys to actually come here. Okay, so that should be dealt with. This should be relatively dealt with. I mean, we have a strong defensive front here. This is all garrison forces. So we're not going to be attacking from this side, but we'll attack from this side. So that all seems reasonably fine for the moment. We're positive financially, but that's only because our taxes are up. We do have some unrealized taxes right now, but I'm not too concerned about that for the moment. We've got this additional expense here, rather, from funding an oil pipeline. We did move multiculturalism over to voting, which is good. We definitely need to do that. And which war was that just broke out? That was against the radical Ionian Islands. Okay, yeah, that one's already done. So these guys, once they're done here, they are going to be moved to this front. So who was that? That was, I think, Michael Grosvenor. So we're going to move him out over here. No problem whatsoever. So there's those rebellions dealt with. We are, of course, going to have to deal with this Afghan uprising. That was incredibly fast. Incredibly fast that they revolted there. However, we have these coal mines underway. We did finish up most of our opium mines. Yes, you mine opium. That's how that works. We finished most of our opium mines, and I don't know if we finished them here, though. That's the thing. We need to check the actual state. Buildings. Coal mines did not get built here. The opium mines didn't really get built here either. Okay, so that'll have to be done once we reconquer that. But that's not the end of the world. So that'll be okay. No major issues there. War with the Mysore proletarian revolt has broken out, and this is not a problem. We will crush that revolt with no issue whatsoever. And there's the Afghan uprising, so we're just going to push right on through here. This is also not a problem. The Ionians are, of course, going to be giving up very soon. They have 39 reasons not to right now. That Austrian peasant revolt is huge. Wow. Austria's in bad shape right now. Okay. So we had a stall here this time. That's unfortunate. Such discrimination is unacceptable. That's going to bump up our radicalism eventually, but we're still at 46%. All we need is one vote passed here, right? We're in voting. So that'll be fine. And this is all under control over this way. The Afghan uprising is definitely going to be done here. So we'll get this all taken over. We'll get out of these wars eventually. And that's fine. I do want to hop into our state actions here and see what we need to do for incorporation. Inner Morocco, East Sahara, Kashmir, Pashtunistan. Yep, we'll get all of those going. And Western Afghanistan we'll have to deal with as well, as soon as that's done. We do have a battle ongoing over here that we are, of course, winning. This is Adwa. Okay, there's the Mysore proletarian revolt over. So we have additional forces moving over here. It's, of course, overkill. But I think that at this point, the demobilization would probably not actually be useful, because this war will be over quite quickly. The Afghan uprising is not going to go well for them. There's no way around that. So this is absolutely fine. We're at 955 million GDP. We're about to cross the 1 billion mark. That's absolutely phenomenal. And we're at 585k right now, so we are going to pay down that debt relatively swiftly, which is also very good. So all we need to do now is take over this small area down here. The Afghan uprising is pretty crushed. There's multiculturalism done. That alone is going to be a huge, huge deal. Permanent plus 25% migration attraction. Yes, please. Amazing. So that is huge. Absolutely enormous. We would like to move to elected bureaucrats still. What else do we need to do, though? Oh, we can do public health insurance. It'll radicalize the Anglicans, but what do we care? That sounds absolutely fine. There's a revolution to enact national militia. They can have fun with that. They only have 61 radicalism. It shouldn't be a problem. Who all would be angry about this? A lot. A whole lot. Including South Cameroon, which is an important one. We should have radicalism start to tick down fairly soon, though. Discrimination is no longer going to be really a thing. I mean, it probably will. But it's, in terms of our game mechanics here, it's not really going to be a thing. And decreases in standard of living. I mean, our standard of living has definitely been creeping upward over time. So that's phenomenal. Now, I do want to hop over into our state actions here. We can reset this production method. And we want to incorporate Western Afghanistan. There we go. And now, of course, I want to build all of these coal mines, as we were doing before. And I also want to make sure that we are maxing out our opium plantations here. Cool. There we go. So with all of that underway, that'll be 16 weeks on the opium plantations and 31 weeks on the coal mines. Beautiful. So that sounds great. How are we doing on unemployment? 2.93 million? Okay, that's definitely a bit much. No doubt about that. But I don't think this revolution is actually going anywhere. I really, really don't. We're going to get public health insurance done. That's going to be a big deal. Institutions-wise, there's not really all that much for us to do. Yeah, there will be once we get the health system ready to go. But for now, this is about as good as we can get. Sounds good. Western Afghanistan actually has better construction efficiency now. So I like it. We could definitely use additional iron. Oh, we can make an oil rig somewhere? In Baghdad. Do it. Absolutely great. We're very happy to make additional oil rigs. So we have a fair amount of additional resources, including a lot of iron mines here. Lead mines, oil rigs, sulfur mines. There's a bourgeois revolt diplomatic play against us, but that's okay. Let them go. They're harmless. Okay, so that's down over this direction. We're going to send some relatively small forces like Herbert Kitchener. And I'll send Michael Grosvenor. And I'll also send Alexander McBain, who's very small. But that'll be fine for now. No problem. There's the 1 billion marker in our GDP. Beautiful. Absolutely magnificent, in fact. Public health insurance is a bit sketchy. Whether we're going to get that passed or not, we'll see. It's only an 18% chance. Actually, what is the actual breakdown here? 36.8% chance of stall, 45.1% chance of debate, so it's probably going to be debated. But we'll see how we roll. That one comes down to luck. So that'll be absolutely fine. And we're certainly working through a lot of this here. Ah, Kazakh people are migrating to Lindy. Cool. We are very happy about that. That will be a nice curve on our population. And our radicalism is dropping sharply. Yeah, that's really good. Amazing. We've expanded the applications of the telephone. Gaining 6K progress on radios? Yeah. So we got a setback on public health insurance, unfortunately. It didn't change our success chance. Yeah, we got a stall there. Sad. Oil rigs are going to be done in Baghdad soon enough. The opium plantations are going to be done in 3 weeks. So that's great. We're very, very pleased about how our constructions are going here. We're going to be done with coal mines overall very shortly, and we're starting work on iron mines, which is great. We know that iron is expensive. So getting work done on iron mines is very, very good for us. And we've got a lot of pages of iron mines here, so that's great. A Trucial Proletarian Revolt. Okay. So that's going to be over here in the Trucial Coast. Are we concerned about that? Not really, but I should send one additional force over there. We'll send Bartholomew, Leslie on over. And then from there, that'll be reasonably easily handled with these forces. So that'll be fine. It is time to put a cut in here, though, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're going to see if we manage to get public health insurance done. We've also got a Pashtun succession going on here. Western Afghanistan again. Okay. Well, hopefully we'll have all of these constructions in Western Afghanistan done by then, but I'm not holding my breath. At least we finished the opium plantations. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Shadow Wolf, Andy McGar, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Soccerman12UK, Kentogan, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.